Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Curry, no good. Blazers trail by 14. Sharp passes to Williams. Henderson for three. He buries it from three.
Oh, good three ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Pass to Wiggins. And here's Curry for three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Henderson against Curry. Curry with the block.
Great defense from Curry. When he comes up with the block, it really fires him up.
No good on the triple. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 14-point game. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here's Curry for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Warriors.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And so here's Portland. They trail by 18. Sharp passes to Avdia. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
And the basket by Looney.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Open shot, Grant. Looney grabs a miss. And here's Curry for three. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it for this inaugural game.
For all guys pulling up on the bed, the bunk, never been lame. I ain't pulling up on no bed, no hook. Play with my money, I feel like Big Worm. I pull up on you by the. They wanna know what it's like, be like me. I'm hopping out of the V. I got about 2 big phones, rich, it's still.
Starting at power forward at 6'9", number 20, John.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against Houston, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Curry. Another minute by Curry. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Now, here's Looney. He's covered by Kessler.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Clarkson for 3. And the 3-ball. The Warriors have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now, here is George. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Fires from 18. Looney with the bucket. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Wiggins from outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Collins has got rebounded with 5 here tonight. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Draymond Green has checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Markkanen against Wiggins. Kessler screen on Wiggins. Another miss by Utah.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
And George gets it to go.
What a versatile scorer Keontae George is. How about the range?
Stolen by Kessler.
And now let's meet the starting lineup.
And with things just getting started in this new season, Brent, what are you looking forward to the most moving ahead?
Yeah, BA, I think about last year's teams and the magic that they had to push themselves into playoff positioning. Do they still have it? But one of the more exciting things in terms of the storyline is which teams are showing some early chemistry that could threaten some of those teams from last year. That is something that we always gravitate towards. The fresh blood, the new team, the one that's going to be the underdog throughout the course of the year, and how far can they push it?
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the center position. Now here's Wiggins. Outside for Green. Healed for three. They grab their own miss. Shoots over Harden, and it's Healed, missing. Now Los Angeles with it. Leonard with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Over Green, and there's Leonard on the assist by Harden.
Now, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. For three, Powell, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Curry passes to Green to halt the run. And again.
Yeah, shot it right forever.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young while we all grow up.
And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out, but how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
They had it all. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Lob it forward, Ingram and Williamson. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. And some question marks for Zion Williamson, the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. but there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williams?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is a run of the playoffs. That's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Green, no luck.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason, and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Here's Murray. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 8. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and